Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Felseal Arbiter's Mark with Pluton. So last match we finished off the Scarred Summit, and the final place we got to go to here is the Highlands Temple, where we're assuming Alphonse is hiding out. Before that, let's level up our class abilities here. Looks like everyone's got something they can skill up into. So, let's see, for Kairi, we got Sturdy Grip before, so that's excellent. She can now use the Warhammer. The last ability in this line is a Stunning Strike, so this is going to slow the enemy essentially to 60% of its current value, taking away their chance to take their next turn. That's pretty good. It doesn't often come in particularly handy. Usually we want to just finish something off, but we'll take that for now. Might come in handy at a particular point. It's also leveled up Mender, so we'll just take that as well. Reiner here, he's leveled up a whole bunch of abilities, so we'll just run through these. Ranger. So we've got him on Ranger for his main class now. He can take BAM or Scout here now. This is going to remove a bunch of various debuffs similar to the Mercenaries Panacea ability, but I think for now we'll take Scout just to increase his chance of crit. Scoundrel, again we sort of maxed this out. We wanted the sneak attack, but now that we've got that, we'll definitely take the exploit weaknesses. This will give him a permanent passive for 50% extra crit chance, so he's going to become a bit of a monster. We'll drop his Minder. Anadine, so she's on the Mercy. She'll also take the Stunning Strike, similar to what we took for Kairi. It's going to be best for her. Again, Mentor unlocked to the second level. Now Virgil, let's see what he's got on his wizard path. So we've got the option of either taking Counter Magic or Boons. This will give him a guaranteed critical hit on the next action. This is pretty good. I think for now we'll just take the counter, however, to counter magic. He is going to be attacked more from range, so that's probably going to come in more useful. And we'll actually just stick that on him just now. Wizard is one of the classes that gets its counter ability quite late in the tree. So let's make sure he's got that equipped. Perhaps the AI will think twice about going after him quite so much now that he can counter-attack a little bit. And he also leveled up his mercenary, so we'll just... In fact, we'll take Mind Strike with him because he might use that later on for another class. Now, Lana. So we could take Revive. Mana Font, not too keen on. I think we'll take the Revive 2 actually. We'll skip over Revive 1. It does cost more MP, but if we get into a difficult situation, hopefully she can just wait a turn and build up her MP. And Wraithen on her Knight, so Life Font is pretty good. It's only 4 HP plus her level, so that could make her pretty survivable, but she's often not going to really be moving around that much, especially if she's weak on health. It's a bit of a funny skill in that sense. So we'll take Heavy Hit actually. This is going to be useful against high HP enemies. And on her Mercenary, she can just take Power Strike. Okay, so I think that's everyone leveled up. So onwards to the Highlands Temple. Oh, it's Alphonse, up to his old tricks again probably. Surrender, Alphonse, there'll be no escape this time. You again, persistent wench, aren't you? But it does not matter, you are too late. So we can take some kind of power from this temple artifact. Is that supposed to be part of the pilgrimage? I've got a bad feeling about this. So do we all right now. Gary's not messing around, just straight up at him. Ha 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 ha. Yes. This is what I was promised. This is the power that is my due. Now I will demonstrate the difference in our upbringing. Such a classist. Something is wrong. Ah. Oh. Wow, well, looks like Alphonse got more than he bargained for. Marvellous, simply marvellous. Now I look like a giant snake demon. So much power. Come, I will reduce every one of you to ashes. We'd rather stay biologically active. Seriously, someone tell me this isn't a normal part of the pilgrimage. Okay, looks like this is going to be a final fight against Alphonse, assuming that we do kill him here. So what's he got? A few different abilities. Right, he's got physical counter-attack, which is troublesome. Malice. Strong body takes 50% less damage from percentage-based damage. Oh, so that's actually going to kind of counter Rayfin's Knight ability. So he'll only take, what, 16% damage? Play better when using regular attacks, transfers any debuffs inflicted onto the target. Wow. He's extremely strong defensively. Backhand. 1.5 physical damage. Now we're a bit more concerned about his magical abilities, especially Area of Effect, because this map looks very small, so we could end up quite bunched together. So you can use Nightmare to do damage in a large area and inflict slow, not good. Also the same attack but with sleep. That's a huge area, 5 tiles, and the shape of a cross, so it could be very difficult to avoid. Infestation increases with each debuff the target is inflicted with, so we might want to prioritise removing the debuffs. Again, another cast spell. And Necrotizer deals 1.1 dark damage to the target and tilted chance of inflicting slow, poison, blind or root. So yeah, maybe his strategy is going to be to try and get all these debuffs on us and then use infestation. Okay, he seems to just have a normal, regular beast weapon, his own claws. Okay, well, Gary's already starting off up here, so I'm assuming he's going to rush forward and attack her. Let's do the usual and get Reiner out and try and get fleet of foot on everyone. We can only use 5 units here as well, so I think we'll probably leave Rayfen because her best ability against the boss would be the attack which does a third of the HP damage, but he's actually got a specific class counter to that, so I think we'll leave her behind on this one. Definitely take Lana and Virgil for his magic attacks. So that's our 5 units, so it's going to have to do it. Here comes Alphonse, not messing about, straight in with the backhand. Nice counter attack. So one thing I didn't point out is Alphonse has... Oh, thanks, nice heal from Bizarro. It's pretty helpful actually. So Alphonse has 575 HP, which is enormous. Relatively low physical defense, a little bit higher magical defense, so he's got elemental weakness to lightning. So getting Virgil to use his lightning too is possibly going to be our best form of attack against him. And then just spamming him with as much physical damage as we can. Can't believe how much HP he has, so I want to sort of split Virgil and Lana away from each other so that if one dies, the other still has good healing abilities. So for now, let's get Reiner to use Fleet of Foot. And he could move right up here to the side. This guy is actually flying, so I don't think he'll be blocked in, but let's just get Reiner up here regardless. Lana will kind of keep out of harm's way a little bit. We don't have any defensive buffs as far as I remember. No. I could actually take Lana a little bit more forward and get some magic damage out, while at the same time avoiding our own allies. So he's got 50 fire, so I think the best option here would be water. Only 18, pathetic, but it's gonna have to do. Now Kairi, so she can move around Bizarro here. What are our options? So Stun Strike? Is that certain to actually have an effect? He's going to counter attack us. So Flash Strike would bypass all counter abilities, but I wonder if Sun Strike would actually work on him being a boss. Let's test it because we can see where his turn is just before Bizarro. Yeah, it did work, but it only took him 1 point behind to taking his turn just after Bizarro, and we did suffer the counter attack, so not sure that that's entirely worth it. We'll actually just move Kairi here to try and surround the boss a little bit, give him less opportunity to use his area of effect attacks. Anadine, let's move up here now. I'm worried he's going to just go straight after one of the casters and move far away, which would mean that Kairi really shouldn't have tried to move behind him, but let's see. We do have Mender for the subclass on Kairi and Anadine at the moment, so we may as well heal. And Virgil, I think he might just have range here, and hopefully the vertical difference between him and Anadine and Bizarro means he won't get caught in any area of effect. Thunder out. That's gonna obviously hit Bizarro. But Virgil surely has Smart Cast, and yes he does, so we don't need to care about that. And the only question is, do we want to wait for Thunder 2? Possibly not, because it's only 1.5 the damage. Let's just go ahead and get straight into him. 28 damage. I don't think Bizarro has much choice except attack. Oh no. Wow, that's bad. And we've got 3 asleep. Okay. So that strategy might not be the best. It's almost impossible to use our close quarters attacks on him. I could have left Reiner further away, but... Okay, so we're definitely going to want to get mass heal out. And Kairi and Reiner really need it. Although Reiner, that one attack took him to about half health. I think in this case we just need to go for Bizarro and Anadine with the mass heal. Perhaps we'll get Virgil to heal Reiner on his own. Kairi does have Panacea. I wonder here, because there's really no way to effectively avoid that attack. whilst also being close enough to attack him. We probably want to move Reiner away. Everyone else is likely to get caught in it. I think perhaps what we could do is wake up Reiner, get him to move, and then, because Zanadine and Kyrie have no ranged attack, Bizarro can just, well, he's probably just going to die. I'm going to try and keep him alive if possible, but and then keep our casters out of the range of any of effect attack. Yeah, let's wake up Reiner. And then can we heal him? Yes, we can. Level up for Fortune. He's only level 6. I suppose everyone has actually done a lot of leveling in this run. So we take Reiner here. Let's see if we can use his sneak attack. Can. Right, this is more like it's 73 HP, so this might be the best idea to try and grind him down. Just make sure we keep Reiner alive and out of range of any of effects. And he always has the chance to crit as well. Backhand on the Bizarro, and Bizarro's down. God damn it. Even with healing him, he still couldn't survive. So what do I want to do here? So I think I might just use Panacea on Anadine. Well, she only has one more turn of sleep, but it'd be nice to get her to be able to move and attack. She's going to probably do more damage than Lana would on her own. So let's get her back up. And we're kind of keeping our casters split here, which is good to avoid any attacks. Don't know if Forceful Strike would actually do anything to this guy. How much jump does he have? 4? This is 6. I don't actually really want to knock him down there, to be honest. Let's just keep him in place. So we'll go ahead and use Flash Strike to avoid his counter. 45 damage, it's not too low. Okay, and let's now try Thunder 2. So it's going to give him 46. Thunder 1 is 31. Yeah, I'm not sure it's really worth it to wait for the MP, but in this case we just may as well use it. We can stay in place for now. Oh, put slow onto Kyrie and Anadine. So we're going to heal with Virgil and Lana. Let's get Anadine to also use Flash Strike. 36. We're slowly grinding him down actually. He seemed monstrous at first with nearly 600 HP, but he doesn't have any form of healing, so we can grind him down. And unfortunately where he's moved is pretty smart, because Reiner isn't going to be able to get a side attack, and we don't want to put him in range to take an area of effect with Lana. So let's see. Yeah, that's only counting as a front attack, unfortunately. It's been pretty smart to move up there. If that's the case, let's just slowly try to... He's going to have to go to one side or the other, which is irritating. I don't want to move him up here because he'll end up getting a area of effects when he tries to attack Anadine, probably. let's just zip him over here for now. And you could try to use one of his other debuff attacks. Let's try and put bleed on him. 62% chance, not too bad. And he's got bleed, that's not bad. Now this enemy can inflict that onto, or pass it on to a target if he attacks using one of his abilities, but we'll deal with that when it comes. So let's get mass heal on Kyrie and Anadine. Kyrie's still in a little bit bad shape, but I think we can afford not to heal now. Unfortunately, she can't jump around the side here. That's a bit annoying. She has no ranged attacks either. Well, I think that this boss being able to fly is going to kind of frustrate us in this way by being able to move around like that. Let's actually try and put him into a more exposed position. So if we move Kyrie here and just get her to heal herself. Virgil you can reach to get Thunder, that's good. 31 off. We're slowly grinding him down. He might be just about finished, but he could turn the tables on us. Yeah, he's trying to use these steps as a defensive position to not get attacked from the other side. Now he's down to 114 HP. If Reiner goes in here for a back attack, he is going to get the counter attack on him, but it might be worth it if this does a lot of damage. And it does, so I think we're just going to go Hail Mary and try and finish him on this turn. If I can forget about healing for now. Yeah, he passed his bleed on before it could even affect him, that's pretty annoying. But he's pretty much finished now, so 41. Anadine can take it rather than Reiner because Lana here doesn't have a smart casting. 18. So it's down to 23. I think Flash Strike should finish him off. Yeah, 29. Let's just hope it doesn't miss. Excellent. 100 XP! Wow. Should bear that in mind to decide who you want to finish Alphonse off with, because we're going to get a full level from it. A few items there. Nice, defeated Alphonse. He's not going to trouble us anymore. Well done everyone. I don't know what sorcery Alphonse invoked, but he was the most difficult opponent we've yet faced. Well, I don't know, see about that. Don't we give him a big ego? When you said this guy was unsavoury, I didn't realise how much of an understatement that was. Alright, let's do what we came to do and move on. Oh, we slit in his throat. Are you sure you want to go ahead this, Kyrie? After what happened to Alphonse, I'm having second thoughts about this relic. And look, it stopped glowing. Do we even know that this stage of the pilgrimage can be completed now? Well, good point, but we can but try. There is yet a faint power radiating from the relic. Whatever Alphonse did, at least some of its energy remains. The pilgrimage has always involved risk, though I admit the risk now appears to be higher than I expected. Still, I have to proceed. I know you're pledged to the Immortals to complete the pilgrimage, but surely under the circumstances... I don't like it either, Reiner. But I'm already one of the marked, and it's too late to go back now. Honestly, I don't believe all this concern is necessary. Alphonse was using some kind of magical device on that relic. I want that's what triggered his transformation. Very well, I'll abide by your decision, Kyrie. Whatever it is. Oh, here she goes. Hope she's turning into a snake monster. Although that could be a cool party member to have. A little bit anticlimactic, but thankfully she's still human. It's done. Oh, I feel the dark energy of the mark. Very unpleasant. It's grown stronger, but I can manage it. I was looking forward to the giant purple Kairi, but I suppose this will have to do. Well, if that's what you're into, Bizarro. Don't look at me that way, Reiner. It was a joke. Just a harmless joke. We should bring this device to the council. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, it looks like Anidine's down. Anidine! She's burning up. Yeah, shouldn't have touched that big mysterious object. Never a good idea. She's completely unresponsive now. This does not look good. Bizarro, can you report everything that's happened here to Quintus? We have to find someone who can help Anidine. I'll do whatever I can to help. But why do you ask me to report to Quintus rather than the council? Whatever is going on here, the council needs to know. I understand little of Alphonse's schemes, but to become a mark, he must have had backing from someone in the council, which means at least one of them can't be trusted. That's why you must report directly to Quintus, and bring him this strange device. Whoever Alphonse's master might be, I'm fairly certain it wasn't Quintus. Fair deduction. This traitor has placed us in a difficult position, but I see your point. I'll concur with your opinion on Quintus. I'll go straight to him. He will know best what to do to share with the rest of the council, and what to withhold. Thank you, Bizarro. Off he goes. You guys focus on getting help for Anidine. Reiner's grouchy enough with having this on his mind too. So it's like we might be missing a party member for a while. Reiner, you're not going to like this, but we need to bring her to Yates. What? Yates? You can't be serious. We can't trust that bastard with Anidine's life. Reiner, I know what he did to you. I know what he did was very wrong. But I also know that he's the best healer on the continent, and the most likely to know something about the dark energy that struck down Anidine. Surely there's another option. Someone trustworthy, or at least... Yates's clinic is about half a day from here. There isn't another healer within a week's march, and no one at all who's as qualified. I know you're right. But if he crosses us, if anything happens, anything like what happened before, his life will be forfeit. That sounds like a very friendly healer then. Let us make haste, or it will not matter who sees her. Okay, so looks like we've finished off Alphonse. He's not going to be marked getting in our way anymore, so next time we're going to head off to Yates's cabin, see if we can get some help for Anidine. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.